is the match of the round.
Stay behind, ladies, both sides.
The Roosters up against the Broncos. The Roosters kicking off. First use of the football for Brisbane. Could have got away from the Broncos there.
Hold it, Olivia. Square hold. No, one.
Perfect night for rugby league.
Stand now, lock in Maya. Hold.
Dale Borton with a first touch. He got a pass away. Oh, there's an offload as well. Destiny Bill straight to Chelsea Lenarduzzi. Millie Boyle in the tackle along with Olivia Koenig.
All the way. Here. Those three. You got that.
It's first set of 6 here for the Brisbane Broncos. Mariah Denman.
Here, Olivia. Square. Square, Emma. Hold.
Formerly Mariah Storch. Now Mariah Denman as Ali Brigginshaw kicks that one to the corner. Corbin Baxter back there. Coveted player in the women's game. Australian representative, New South Wales as well. Alana, this is going to be a really good game.
It's going to be huge, Salty. So much talent out there, but also experience. That's what I'm looking forward to. A lot of these players used to the big games. Corbin Baxter for the Roosters. She got their first touch. Gosh, it's great to see her back. She had her son Bowden just over 6 months ago, and she's already out there playing fullback, which is just enormous. But a quality game of footy on our hands.
I said just before kickoff, the stars coming out to play. There's one of them, Isabel Kelly, captain of the Roosters, and a penalty. So penalty going the way of the Roosters. Well, earlier this afternoon, made mention of the competition. Off to a really good start. The Titans over the Cowboys, 16-6. That was a really good close encounter. And then the Knights, too strong for the Dragons in the end, winning 32-16. Taryn Aiken, look out, and she decides to run. Goes to Amber Hall, another former Bronco in this Roosters team. Millie Boyle, the premiership winner with Brisbane. 10 metres out from the line. Keely Davis goes to the left. Aiken, Amber Hall trying to wind up. Ali Brigginshaw, good shot.
Release, Ali.
Mariah Denman there as well. Or Romy Teitzel it was in that tackle. Jocelyn Kelleher does well to spin away from one of the defenders. Good stuff. Olivia Koenig goes now to Jess Surgis out wide. Spectacular. Jamie Fressard from the Roosters. That was outstanding play. What a finish.
Yeah, that was all class from the Roosters, but it was the halves combining. Taryn Aiken already has been very busy in that attacking area. She was on the left-hand side and swept around to link up with her half, Jocelyn Kelleher, and they found the edges. Jess Surgis did really well there on the Harvey Norman replay, just to straighten, commit that defence. Oh, what a put down, Gus. Do you think she got it?
I think her right foot might have gone out of touch just before she got the ball down, which will be disappointing. Here we go. Here we go.
Just checking touch line.
I think the bunkers got them. Beautiful football. Lovely crisp passing. Just watch this right foot. I think it touches outside the field of play just before the ball lands. On the next step. Keep it up, 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 keep it up. Oh dear.
Yeah. Jamie Fressard puts a foot in touch before grounding the ball. We have a decision.
Benny, I didn't hear any of that.
Dear idea.
In the touch. We've got to play the ball in the touch. Where do you want it?
But beautiful passing from the Roosters. An offload in the middle of the field, swung wide straight away. Jessica Surgis with the draw and pass, but even watching them before the game warming up, the Rooster girls, big, strong, athletic team, but they've all got really nice skills. They did a lot of skills work in their warm-up, a lot of catch and pass, and the women are just getting better and better.
Let's get a check on conditions as the Broncos get a penalty coming out of trouble. Darren Lockyer sideline. Evening, Lockie.
Evening, Salty. Yes, Gus talks about those skills. Well, it's perfect conditions to showcase them. A lot of ball movement. We saw this last night, very similar to last night. 15 degrees, it's clear. There is a little bit of a breeze behind the Broncos, but it's not a lot. But the field is fast. And you'll see plenty of ball movement, and the skills these ladies possess will be on show tonight.
Ali Brigginshaw into the line early. Maya Hilmawana affecting the tackle, along with Isabel Kelly. Broncos go into Roosters territory. 2 tackles left in the set. It's a 4-tackle kick here from Gail Broughton. Wants that one to sit up in the corner. It's a very good kick. Ufunga was there. Also, Ash Werner.
That's a lovely kick. Well backed up by the chase too.
I think that's going to be a great strength of the Broncos as the Roosters get a penalty out of trouble, is having those 2 genuine kicking options, both sides of the ruck.
Darren Lockyer, we're up high in the grandstand, but you can still hear these girls talking down there. There's a lot of talk amongst the 2 sides, isn't there?
Yeah, it means a lot to them, Gus. There's a lot of intensity down here, and I guess that with every year they get more resources around them, they get fitter, they get faster, and they get stronger. So it's good to see.
That's a good run from Jess Surgis, Olivia Koenig, Maya Hilmawana. Great campaign last season. Nuasala in the tackle, along with Denman. Now Kelleher. Beautiful pass to Aiken. Taryn Aiken. She's very dangerous. Romy Teitzel making the tackle along with Brigginshaw. Here goes Kelly. Loves this situation. Goes on her own and stopped a metre short. Davis to dummy half. Does she go to Millie Boyle? Yes, she does. Why wouldn't you? You've got to go to Millie Boyle there. No one's going to stop Millie. Over she goes. First try to the Roosters.
Well, there she is, one of their big signings, Millie Boyle, the powerhouse. Here's a try celebration. Oh, Chelsea let a doozy. She'll still get that one in the bank, but an absolute powerhouse, Millie Boyle. The depth that the Roosters had in the lead up to that try was key. They have so many options taking that line on. They got nice and close, and we can see here on the Harvey Norman replay, Millie Boyle, they don't overcomplicate things when they don't need to, the Roosters. Nice and powerful. Still had a bit of work to do, Gus.
Yeah, she did. She's a big, strong girl. She knew what she was doing. And she lined up to do a post-try celebration. She was going to do something tricky, and the ball was knocked from her hand by a Bronco. She said, we're not having any of that. Oh.
The stink eye.
Oh. What's going on there? We're not having any of that, she said.
Well, I can't wait to see the retaliation from Millie.
Well, we need to check the football to see if she took the photo before it was the ball. The camera was knocked out of her.
I think she was going to do the bowling ball thing. They were all lined up like 10 pins. She was going to bowl them over.
I thought she was taking a team photo.
No. Oh, I don't know.
Ooh.
Anyway.
They've been practicing the Roosters, their try celebrations.
Yeah, I think she was going to bowl this. Oh, no, she's going to take a photo, was she? No, get that away.
She did get a click away before it was knocked out. So.
Well, we'll get the photo. But
yes.
Yeah, she said, we're not having any of that.
Jocelyn Kelleher guides it through.
Behind the ball. Stay behind it. Time it, Gale. Yeah. Wait, Ali, wait. I'm on it. You good?
First blood to the Roosters, and the try scored by one of our own, Millie Boyle. Down here, Lockie.
Well, what just happened in goal there, that's going to add some spice to this contest. We can see Millie coming in. She might be, here she comes now. I reckon that might backfire on the Broncos, firing up Millie Boyle.
Release! All the way on the right! Hold,
Don't poke the bear. It's fired up out there. So is Amber Hall. And an offload as well. Keely Davis. Ali Brigginshaw wrapping up the Roosters number 9.
I'm loving the Roosters, how many passes they're getting in each ruck. Invariably 2 and 3 passes every play the ball.
Chelsea all the way. Hold. Go, 4.
There it is again.
Outside, full floor.
4 passes in that little rush.
All the way. In, hold.
Baxter playing it. Davis to dummy half. Kelleher puts up a kick that's going to bounce. And Hayley Maddock has it for the Broncos.
Here, hold. Go, 1.
Here's Ash Werner.
Off the arm. Work, Emma.
And it's not often you can say this as she makes a mistake. It's not often you can say this as a background in bobsled. Has Ash Werner.
Where do you want it?
He's taken up rugby league.
I played a little bit of touch footy with Ash back in the high school days. She's a very talented athlete, but so much speed and power. We'll get to see that at some point.
There's Scott Prince, the coach of the Brisbane Broncos NRLW team. We'll talk to him very soon.
Right there. Wait for the break. In. Break.
So here go the Roosters off the back of the scrum. Surgis gets a pass away to Frezza, denied earlier. This time comes up just a metre or so short. Hufunga in the tackle.
On the mark there, Jamie.
Ball on the bounce. No harm done. It's set up nicely there for Olivia Koenig. But they're 10 away here, the Roosters. Kelleher. Aiken short to Amber Hall. Ali Brigginshaw hangs on, makes the tackle. Had some help from Julia Robinson. Now they'll go themselves up from dummy half. Aiken. Lily Boyle again. This time they wrap her up. Tasman Gray in the tackle. Maya Hill-Moana, beautiful inside pass. What a run from Corbin Baxter. It's all the Roosters early.
Wonderful from the Roosters, and they're just putting all sorts of pressure on the Broncos. They've had great territory. Corbin Baxter back into NRLW, and she's had her impact immediately. As we see here on the Harvey Norman replay, to a prop and that support through the middle. That is a perfect support play from the fullback. Just on the inside, you can see the defenders just waiting, and she's timed her run perfectly, Corbs.
That's a little set play. Nice out ball. Decoy to the outside, in ball, and she'll get up and give it the baby hug. He just said she'd had a baby. I was talking to her a few months ago. She was looking forward to getting back into rugby league. Wonderful athlete.
She is. She's unbelievable. Busting to get back on the footy field, and I tell you what, it's great to see her do her thing. Lockie?
Well, look where she comes from. She comes from behind the play the ball. It is a set move, but she sort of made the deception really good because of where she was. She was just standing behind the play the ball, and yeah, that's a great set play. Their ball movement, the Broncos just can't handle it.
Jocelyn Kelleher to make it a 2 converted try lead for the Roosters. They're ahead of the clock at the moment. What a great start. Kelleher converts.
Come on.
You got 2.
Broncos have made their first change. The number 15, Philomena Hennessy, is coming into the action. She replaces number 8, Claudia Lewis.
Corbin Baxter with a try for the Roosters. They're leading 12-0. Maya Hill-Moana with the try assist.
And again, it's the passing game. Even there from the kickoff, a couple of passes. 1, 2 passes, 3 passes. Pretty much every play the ball. There's very rarely they aren't stringing passes together. They're just running these Broncos girls around. Every now and then you get a hit up from one of the girls. 1, 2. They just keep moving the ball.
Boyle playing it. Well, they're on the march here, the Roosters. Except for that. That could be a little turning point. Gail Borton quick to react. And now, watch out for Malay Hufunga. Out of dummy half.
Go, 2.
Brill. Philomena Hanisi. So Scott Prince has already gone to his bench.
Keely, hold. Hold on the right. Go, 3.
Destiny Brill, Ali Brigginshaw now. Gail Broughton beats one. Goes to Hayley Maddock. Maddock wrapped up, Jess Surgis.
Olivia now.
And Olivia Kernick in the tackle.
line.
Gail Broughton goes to dummy half. 2 tackles left in this set. Chelsea Lenarduzzi flicks it out the back. There's some good hands. Now Gail Broughton. Broughton for the line. She'll almost get there. We'll play it on the last.
Play it, hold. Go, 5.
Brigginshaw tries to weave that in goal area. Taryn Aiken gets it and they can't push it back.
Kelsey, release.
That's good work from the Roosters, 5-8. Oh, 1-on-1 steal. Penalty
Offside, she
Roosters.
wasn't a marker. She affects
Offside.
the play. Get a 1-on-1 strip.
All right, let's check in with the Brisbane Broncos coach, Scott Prince. Princey been on the back foot early, but that was some nice work to put some pressure on the Roosters just then. You want some more of that?
Yeah, Solly, obviously the possession seems to be going all the Roosters' way at the minute. So, the girls have just got to hold on and wait for that momentum to swing. So the only way is can kick into the corners and just building pressure with their defence.
Scotty, you said that you wanted to see them play a little bit of footy. Throw it around when they do get that territory. Do you still think that'll happen this half?
I'd like to think so. As I said, the Roosters have had all the running. So every time we've pinned them down into their half with a really good completed set of 6, we're just letting the Roosters out too easy just with penalties, ill discipline.
Scott, the Roosters seem to be stringing a lot of passes together. Is that something you anticipated, or do you think it's taken the girls by surprise a bit?
No, not really. I think it's a great night for footy. There's no dew on the field. It's a perfect night for footy. And again, they've had all the attacking sets. So, once we get our fair share, we'll be doing the exact same thing.
Good on you, Princey. Good luck in your new role, mate. Not only for tonight, but for the season. Appreciate your time.
Thanks, guys.
Scott Prince.
He was a player.
Clive Churchill medal winner.
Yes, he was a player.
He played 300 games. He did have a record of playing the most losses in not a record that you really want to have, the most losses by a player, but he was overtaken by Paul Gallen. Evening, Gal.
Hold.
What would make you bring that up?
They've all got premierships. The ultimate prize. Yeah, Scott Prince, the Clive Churchill medal winner in 2005.
Hold.
Bloke gives up his time to do an interview, and we tell him how many times he's lost.
Chelsea off the arm and straight.
Yeah, as David Middleton just said, Michael Jordan lost a lot of games. Tiger Woods lost a lot of golf tournaments.
Some good carries from the outside backs from the Roosters. A little bit of fatigue coming into the ground now. And again, another penalty.
Way too slow.
They're in some strife, the Broncos.
Well, that's about 5 penalties, I think, to nil. The Roosters getting the run of the play at the moment. It's the Broncos really trying to hold them down and slow the game down because the Roosters are moving the ball so much.
Destiny Brill with a really good tackle on Maya Hill Moana. The Roosters. Tessa Poulet on the field. Amber Hall's gone off. Here's Millie Boyle. Millie Boyle looking to wind up. Almost back away to the line there. What a player. A couple of metres away here, the Roosters. Kelleher throws a dummy back towards the centre. Going for the line and getting over is Keely Joseph.
Coming into 4.
The Roosters are unstoppable early here on the sunny coast. Keely Joseph with the 4-pointer.
Well, again, it's off the back of a penalty. They got great territory, the Roosters, but just their options, their attacking options, the way that they set. In that instance, Jocelyn Kelleher decided to go back in towards the post. And as we see here on the Harvey Norman replay, they're all awake, they're ready to readjust, and she had that inside support from her lock, Keely Joseph. A couple of great players to combine, a couple of great ball players for the Roosters, but all class at the moment.
I was sitting in the grandstand on my own before the game, and a family came and sat alongside of me. Looked like the whole family. And I was sitting next to Keely Joseph's younger sister. And I think she's got a sister who's playing, isn't she?
Yes, she does.
Oh, I think it was younger than that. This young lady looked about 14 or 15. And the whole family was here to support her. She said, we're the Keely Joseph fans. And I just looked down there and they're all standing up high-fiving each other now. Keely's got to cross the line.
Well done to her. And a really good player, Keely Joseph. Good origin campaign for Queensland. Jocelyn Kelleher. Perfect so far with the boot. Looking to convert the Roosters' third try of the half. And she does. What a start for the Roosters, leading 18 points to 0. Just a reminder, if you're new to watching NRLW, 35-minute halves. Brianna Eels in that tackle for the Broncos. No relation to John Eels. I'm sure many people were thinking when they saw the name Eels come onto the field. Keely Davis playing it. Millie Boyle. Eels in the tackle. Davis. Kelleher. No mistake, and Hufanga has picked it up. Away she goes. Brezard's chasing Hufanga. Caught, what a tackle!
Wow.
Jamie Frezard, Gail Broughton from dummy half. She's going to be stopped by Jess Surgis. The Broncos have got about 8 on 2 out wide. They go the other way and they'll score a try. The Broncos are in through Tasman Gray.
Wow, well that was unbelievable. That was something the Broncos needed, that line break. They had all the momentum, the Roosters. An unbelievable tackle by Jamie Frezard and a chase. And I actually thought the Roosters did a pretty good job to set their line again. What about this for a run? That was just huge. Jamie Frezard, she's got the pace. They did very well to get back there. They set their line, but Tasman Gray, the line that she runs, that inside shoulder of the half, Jocelyn Kelleher, she's such a hard player to handle, and she proved it just there, right on the line. That was the first time that we've seen her attacking in that part of the field, and she's such a weapon.
It's a great try. When we have this conversion, I want to show you something about the Roosters and their attitude. And Tasman Gray's so hard to handle on that edge, and she was able to muscle away.
Brigginshaw. Looking to convert a much-needed try for the Broncos, and that is a beauty. So Brisbane hit back through Tasman Gray. Full of confidence after a couple of impressive outings for Queensland in the Origin series. Only 2 converted tries now, the lead for the Roosters.
There was a timely hit back from the Broncos. Wonderful try. But I just want to highlight the chase here of the Roosters. Look at these two girls turning chase. But it's just not them two. These two will save the try. But watch how quickly the line gets reset on the next play. It's not only the two girls coming back in cover defence. Look at the white jerseys getting back in the line there to defend the next one. And then they nearly saved the next one. That was brilliant commitment there from the Roosters girls. Not only to sprint back and save the try, but to get their line set on the next play. Shows a lot of commitment. That's brilliant stuff. I know NRL teams that don't do that.
Sure. With a kick, finds touch.
Where do you want it? Middle, play the ball. Just on the 20 mark.
Ali Brigginshaw, she's played every single game for the Broncos since their inception in the NRLW. Played lock forward for Queensland in the Origin series, back in the number 7 jersey tonight. Does that change her role any, Alana, or is she pretty much the same sort of player?
Yeah, she plays quite similar. I think just given the Origin arena and having more of those high quality players, they've sort of got the ability to have that third ball playing role, but she does both just as well. Almost one of the best parts of Ali's game is her defence. She's unbelievable, but she manages the game playing lock and or 7.
Keely Joseph. Gail Broughton with a much-needed tackle there as Joseph looking to wind up. Baxter goes to Kearney. That's a good tackle from Gray, wrapping up the ball. Just as she was about to find Jess Surgis, Gray stopped the play. Now it's the last. Kelleher goes to Aiken. Aiken with a cutout pass to Kelly. Kelly out the back to Aiken. Aiken with a kick, and it's not a bad one. Hayley Maddock, though, she's quick. She gets onto the ball, and then she's hit hard, and a good tackle from Keely Joseph.
This is a well-drilled team, the Roosters. Really well drilled. Scott Prince might have said they've had a lot of the ball, but because they've controlled it, and they've earned it. I love the style of football they're playing.
Marley Silver sideline tonight as a penalty for the Broncos. You got some breaking news for us, Marley?
Yes, some unfortunate news for the Roosters. A little bit earlier, Amber Hall came off with a foot injury, and the doctors have just said after an assessment that she won't be returning tonight.
The big girl, Amber, and she had a couple of really strong runs early, and she directed all her traffic at Ali Brigginshaw, who stood her ground. You're quite right, Alana. Ali's defence is outstanding. No doubt that they were targeting her, but she stood up to it. And in the end, Amber's had to leave the field. Let's hope the injury's not too serious. We'll see her back soon.
Nuasala playing the ball in Roosters territory. Telstra has some of the best defence in the business, tackling millions of cyber threats every day. Chance for the Broncos here to go back-to-back. Denman. 22 metres away. Millie Boyle in the tackle there for the Roosters. Eels. This is solid defence. Tessa Poulet in the tackle. Denman. Into the line. Davis wraps her up. Last play here for the Broncos. Destiny Brill goes to Brigginshaw. Short to Gray. She's got a double. Game on.
They're very happy with that, the Broncos. And again, that's that late change of direction from Tasman Gray. She's such a dangerous back rower, and she's proved it just again. If she gets the footy anywhere around that area of the field, she is a massive threat because it takes more than one person to take her down. As we see here on the Harvey Norman replay, Ali Brigginshaw, watch her eyes when you get another look at this because she's locked onto the defenders. This will be a good shot just to commit so that Tasman Gray can single out, and then that last minute footwork to take the inside shoulder. They've done it before.
Yeah, she winds up like she's going to pass long. This is beautiful. Winds up, yeah, well, long. No, I'm going short. Really soft pass into the path of Tasman Gray. She gives the impression she might be going out the back. She might be going long. But at all times, she knew who was getting the ball that close to the line. Darren Lockyer.
Now, the other part to that, Gus, was Matic out the back. She ran the line, and that was the intended pass. The deception was, I'm going out the back to Matic with the long one. But she went short. You see there, Matic out the back calling the ball. She was clapping her hands. And that was enough to get Gray through. Now, can Ali convert?
Here she is, 20 metres in from touch, and she does convert. 6-point ball game. The NRLW season is back, bigger and better than ever. 4 new teams, 5 massive games every weekend. Kicking off tomorrow, we've got a terrific matchup for you at CommBank Stadium. Then we're off to Shark Park, so a couple of really good games tomorrow for Sunday footy. And head to nrl.com/tickets right now. Parramatta v Tigers, Sharks v Raiders tomorrow.
Just looking down there, there's a famous Bronco in the yellow shirt running out the water for the Bronco girls. Former Bronco and Origin and Australian player Michael Hancock working for the girls.
He's looking pretty fit too, Gus. We'll get a shot of him very soon, Michael Hancock. He might be keen on a couple of games for the Bulldogs to end the season. Here he is.
Looks fit enough.
Secret meeting, perhaps.
Yep.
One of the great rugby league men is a mistake here.
One of the hardest players to tackle that I think I've ever seen in the game. Just refused to accept a tackle, Michael Hancock.
Where do you want it?
He was very unorthodox, very ungainly, but very powerful.
In pretty much too, Gus, since his retirement, he's worked in junior development in the game.
Yeah, putting time back into the game, and now he's helping out with the women. Broncos spent a lot of time on game development with their ex-players. He was a wonderful player. Origin player, Australian Test player, Premiership winner.
I think that's one of the best things about the women's game at the moment. The growth of the game is inviting players like that back in, and they're passing on their expertise and the time that they've spent, everything that they've learnt. You can see that the difference is enormous from that experience coming back into the women's game.
Aiken with a short ball there too. Tessa Poulet. Jordan Burton on the field, goes to Aiken. Bang! Former teammates going head-to-head.
That was Ali's tackle again, Gus.
Westpac red zone. Roosters have ventured down here 13 times. Make that 14. They've been in the red zone. Kelleher, last play for the Roosters. Koenig. Surgis! Jess Surgis will get there. Jess Surgis for the Roosters.
Well, she's such an athlete. She's proved it again. The depth and shape of the Roosters has been so impressive. We can see a nice little try celebration again. I think they've practiced a few of these, Salty.
Well, that looked like a salute to the Matildas there from Jess Surgis.
How good is that? But very well done. They're a classy outfit. They earned the territory. Once again, we see here on the Harvey Norman replay, you can see Corbin Baxter out the back as an option, but that nice early pass from her back rower, Olivia Koenig. She's a very hard footballer to handle from there, Jessica Surgis.
Yeah, she actually feigns to go wider and then at the last minute straightens up into the hole, which gets a one-on-one in the defensive line, and then she's just too powerful to pull through. And I didn't mind the post-try celebration either. Quite creative. Someone's been working on it in their spare time. She's a lovely ball runner, Jessica Surgis. Here she goes. Going to set this up and put the goalie in the goals from the penalty spot. Jink, 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 and they all celebrate.
How good.
I don't think Jamie Frezard's got a future as a goalkeeper though. It was almost waist high, a metre away, but she played the role well.
She didn't even dive.
No.
I'll tell you what I have noticed is the quality of the goal kicking is improving all the time. They're obviously getting private tuition, but the power of their kicks They're really becoming strong strikers of the ball.
Put some pressure on Jocelyn Kelleher here.
No, she won't miss. You watch.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Now, starting tomorrow on 9 and 9 now. Our Aussie Dolphins swim for gold at the World Aquatic Championships live in Fukuoka, Japan. I'm not going to ask you, Gus, how many races we'll win over the course of the next week.
100.
Don't miss 8 massive days of World Championship swimming starting tomorrow, exclusive to Nine's Wide World of Sports. 400 free tomorrow. Titmus Ledecky and the young superstar McIntosh.
That'll be a race.
Come on.
It will be fantastic coming in from Fukuoka in Japan. Down to you, Lockie.
Yeah, big 5 minutes here for the Broncos. I just feel when the Roosters get down the other end, they're hard to hold out. But if they can, the Broncos can just not let any more points in before half time, maybe even get one themselves, and they can go into the half-time break with a bit of momentum.
Lockie, you now know, before you handed the kicking duties over to Michael DeVere in your career, whenever you missed, Gus was rapping you in the commentary box.
Yes, I've seen a few of them lately, and they're all seem to be happening quite regularly upstairs. So yeah, I'm staying away from that.
I tried to mock you in an Origin game once, but you still got it.
We go to Roosters through Parker. Parker with a kick. It's not a bad one. It's in the in-goal area. Just goes dead.
Very close. Right idea. Isabel Kelly got a lovely little offload to her winger, Bridie Parker. Well close.
It's got to settle down the Broncos. Be next to score. They ground their way back into the game. They can do it again. Only 10 points the difference.
Shanaisa Solka playing it.
Good run.
Here's Hufanga.
Gee whiz, she's got great leg speed. Over a short distance.
Nuasala. 3.5 minutes left in the first half. An exciting first half. Denman, 20 metres away. 2 tackles left in the set here for Brisbane. They'd love a hit back just before half time. Gail Broughton with a kick. So not played at. Hufanga gets on the loose ball. And it's last play here for Brisbane. Maddock. Broughton. Gail Broughton back to Hufanga. Why wouldn't you go to her? Now Werner. It's wrapped up. Great tackle. 1-on-1. Jamie Frezard again.
Wait.
Under 3 minutes left before half time.
Yeah, Destiny.
All right, Bronx Nation, we have just over 2.5 minutes.
Burgess wrapped up by Gray, who scored both of the Broncos' first half tries.
Malay, move! All the way, make it here. Go, 3.
There's Frezard. Plays with a heap of energy.
Hold square.
Premiership winner with Brisbane. Then went to Newcastle. And now second season at the Roosters.
Yeah, there's so many new teams in the NRLW competition this year. The girls move around a bit, don't they? I was asking Alana about it earlier. She said, well, normally they've only been on one-year deals with their clubs, and it's only now they're starting to sign multi-year deals. A bit more money coming into the women's game. Committing with clubs for longer, but happy to change clubs too for the opportunity.
And 3 of the 4 new clubs in action tomorrow. We'll see the likes of Kezi Apps, who we've seen for the Dragons in the past few years in the NRLW, playing for the West Tigers. Samaima Taufa is at Canberra.
Well, the girls that have been in it the longest and have got the most experience are now spreading out pretty much over all the clubs. 10 clubs now in the NRLW.
There's an offload to Denman.
And that allows the way for a lot of younger girls to come into the system. And there is a pathway there now.
Brigginshaw with a chip over the top, wants a bounce. Oh, got away from backsnap. Brigginshaw! Spectacular from the veteran! A much needed try for the Broncos right on half time. There might be some new players, Gus, but Ali Brigginshaw still very much near the top of the tree.
It's amazing how the great players just make things happen. Whether it's the men's game or the women's game, Ali Brigginshaw, as I said, she's never missed a game for the Broncos ever since the inception of NRLW. Harvey Norman replay, the little chip and chase. She gets the bounce, yeah, but she's there. She just makes it happen. Finds a way into the in-goal right on the stroke of half-time, and this will narrow the gap to only 4 points. Brilliant stuff. Little chip over the top. The bounce beats the fullback, and then she scoops that. That's brilliant. The pick-up on the run at speed. She gets away into the in-goal. Wonderful, wonderful try. And she too has had some personal practice about her own post-try celebration. Pew, 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 pew. Fastest gun in the West.
Ali Brigginshaw won a Dalian medal in 2020. Player of the match in 2 World Cup finals. And converts her own try right on the siren. We have got a ball game. The Broncos have withstood an early onslaught from the Roosters and have come back in the contest. At half-time, it is the Roosters 22, leading the Broncos 18. Thank you, Danica. Well, what a first 35 minutes we had, and this will be special. Big second half coming up. Just when it looked like the Roosters were going to run away and put a score on Brisbane, they were ahead of the clock, leading 18-0 in the first half. Running it better than a point a minute. And the Broncos slowly but surely came back into the contest. Here's Isabel Kelly, the skipper, playing it. Parker to dummy half. She's been kept quiet. Tessa Poulet. Big role for her to play in the second half. Amber Hall, as we heard earlier, out for the match. There's Jess Surgis. Can't get away from the Broncos' defence. Amber Hall with a foot injury. As Marley informed us during the first half. This is a great set from the Roosters. Burton to dummy half. Back start. Kicking. Maddock well placed. And the two fullbacks come together.
Just trying to work out what that late try to Ali Brigginshaw before half-time would have done to the 2 half-time dressing rooms. Roosters, for the most part, very dominant in that first period, but they're only in front by 4 at half-time, and Ali Brigginshaw has just breathed life and oxygen back into this Broncos effort. Been a big job by both coaches, I'd imagine.
She quite often creates those big moments, the game-changing moments, Gus, at crucial times. Of course, that one just before half-time, as you mentioned. Keep them in the game. We see an error.
They're going to have to do well to hold the Roosters out here. Every time the Roosters have got close to their try line, they've come up with points.
Yeah.
Let's have a look here. She did it to herself, I think. No use challenging that one. So this is a big set. Back into the game on the stroke of half-time. Now an early error. And every time the Roosters have been this close to the line, they've come up with points. So they can make a statement here by turning them away. Conversely, the Roosters can get back with their dominance.
So they're 10 metres away here, the Roosters.
Goal line and square, Tasman, hold square.
Surgis, slow to her feet. Plays the ball. Here's Hopawate. Sapani Hopawate. Saw her play for the New South Wales under-19s just a week ago. Davis to Kelleher, holding it up.
Romy, no more, end it up, hold the line.
Good tackle in the end from Robbie Teitzel. Tessa Poulet. They're knocking on the door here, the Roosters. 2 tackles left in the set. Burton goes on her own and is stopped. Romy Teitzel doing really well, front on.
Go.
Davis. made a meal of the kick, and the Broncos will take a bow. Brisbane, terrific defence.
Yeah, that's a great statement. No doubt they've spoken about that at half-time, their goal line defence, and that's a confidence builder right there. Got to get it out of their own half of the field now. Darren Lockyer, we still got that breeze down there?
If there's any, Gus, as we see a penalty there to the Broncos, it's behind the Roosters, but it's minor. I think coming out of half-time, that set on their try line would have given the Broncos a bit of confidence, but I just know if the Roosters have got too much football down this end of the field, they're going to be hard to hold out.
Jolie Morris on report. The Broncos 10 short of halfway. 35-minute halves in NRLW. Here's Denman going to Broughton. Now Gray had a first half double. Haley Maddock gets a pass away from the Broncos. Now through Werner on the front foot in this set of 6. Dale Broughton goes to Aneta Nuasala. Papawate and Poulet in the tackle. Brill. Brigginshaw is human. She made an error.
It's a crucial one, though, because they've got on a really good roll there. The dummy half had done well to give her some time and space. Pass probably went a little bit behind, but you've got to catch them. This is good. This is engaging defenders, and that would have given them some space out wide, but Molly couldn't make the grab. Next job to get that.
This is one thing the Roosters have done well all night, coming out of their own end. Kelly. Here's Morris.
Held! Brianna, relief! All the way, make it.
Now Davis. He did a pass away, thought about throwing a dummy and eventually found Hopawate, and they're into Broncos territory here. Taryn Aiken goes to Isabel Kelly, centre of the ground now, the Roosters through Burton. Jordan Burton, as we've seen in her appearances in NRLW, really good runner of the football, as is Keely Davis. Burton goes to dummy half. Now Kelleher kicking on the last. Surges, magnificent.
Okay, coming in.
Great hands from Jess Surges, and Corbin Baxter is in for her
second try, and what a combination. Jessica Surges and Corbin Baxter linking up. I thought Jessica Surges did really well there to get that away. As we see here on the Harvey Norman replay, a nice little grubber through. That was a good bounce for Jess Surges, and she went up and over just so that there was no worry that that pass wasn't going to be executed, but you can see a nice little right foot grubber, the bounce. She got it away to her fullback, again supporting in the right place at the right time.
That's lovely play. Really is. And the use of the kick there can play on the mind of the Bronco defence. Once you're prepared to put a little kick in behind the line, that can play on their minds for the rest of the game. Jess Surges, nice little regather. Basketball pass over the top. What an athlete this girl is. Darren Lockyer.
Yeah, the little drop off there from Kelleher as well, just to bring the outside defence up. It was a well executed play, set play. She had that little drop off. One player came under, that brought the outside defence up, and then Jess Surges. That's some skill to do what she did, to pick it up and throw it pretty much in the same motion. So Roosters, momentum with them now.
So Jocelyn Kelleher, 3 from 4 tonight. And this one doesn't come back.
Away, come on. Now you're working hard. Stay behind you. Come on.
8-point lead for the Roosters. They did at one stage, as we mentioned, by 18. We've started off this second half in the first 8 minutes really well. Papawate playing the ball. Short and Burton. Here's Aiken. Burton at dummy half. Isabel Kelly now. Tried to put a fend on Sissoko, who managed to hang on. And leading with the elbow there, Isabel Kelly, so it's a penalty Brisbane.
We'll have a look here. Let's have a look. I remember Jessica Surgis was victim of one of those, I think, in an Origin game. She got a bit of an elbow in the throat.
That was Isabel Kelly, and it was Julia Robinson who did that at the game at Combank Stadium. Went to hospital that night.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Isabel Kelly, yeah.
She was victim of one.
Ooh, juggle from Nuwasala.
Hold! Short and release! All the way. Here. Tessa. Go, one. Good job.
Brigginshaw. Now Broughton. Gray.
Jocelyn, roll out! Okay.
Kelleher and Surgis in the tackle. Eels.
Hold!
Brianna Eels.
Hold the line.
Playing the ball 8 metres away.
Good job.
Brigginshaw. Maddock. Kelleher says, come here, and drags it to the ground. Good tackle from the Roosters, number 7. Broughton. Now Sine Sissoko. Can't get away from Isabel Kelly. Taryn Aiken there as well. Oh, the call of held came just as when she thought about an offload. Broughton wants to hit the upright, does hit the upright, but the Roosters have got it through Kelleher, and they stay in the field of play.
She did well to clean that up, Kelleher. So tricky when they aim at the post. Anything can happen. But again, we can see the outside backs coming in to help them get out of trouble.
Nana, have we seen enough of Julia Robinson tonight for your liking? In fact, both wingers on this near side, Bridie Parker, Julia Robinson, two brilliant attackers, and they haven't seen too much of the ball.
No, they haven't yet. I think they've been running some pretty strong lines from their edge back rowers.
That's a 40-30.
That is.
40-30 in NRLW. The Roosters will get the ball.
Well, that's a huge moment.
That's a great kick. Great kick. Gave it the angle too. She gets out to the right side, hooks it back. That puts a little bit more top spin on the ball. Makes it run a bit further. Gets away from the defender. And into touch. 40, yeah, love that.
So the Roosters have got it. Is the Westpac red zone. 20 times the Roosters have had play the balls in this Westpac red zone. Davis. Burton. That was very elaborate. Ended up getting a pass away. Keely Joseph. Now Burton. Nearly boiled around a decoy. Now Taryn Aiken. Can't get away from Romy Teitzel. Brigginshaw there as well. Burton, lovely ball. Isabel Kelly. That's knocked down from a Bronco. And they're going to get a scrum feed here, the Roosters.
Don't lash out at me arm like that, okay?
Plenty of pressure.
I understand that, but I'm giving you the tip.
Broncos girl, no, this is crucial. They don't want to fall another try behind.
Where do you want it? Middle scrum.
But the Roosters have got so many options when they get down in this part of the field. So many dangerous players. Maddock forced to play at the ball there, and it gives away another 6 again.
You can see their captain, Isabel Kelly, just telling the girls to calm down. And they do play calm. They play calm footy. They've looked really dangerous in this area of the field.
Burton goes to Taryn Aiken. Here's Corbin Baxter. Getting a pass away, and the Roosters through Jamie Frezard. 5 away on tackle 1. Oh, the 213s. But Keely Joseph, how strong is she? Just bumps away from the tackle, sets sail for the line, stopped a couple of metres short. Now Koenig to Surgis. Beautiful play from the Roosters. Jess Surgis with the try, her second.
And they've had another crack at that try celebration. We saw Millie Boyle try and do it the first time. It got bumped out by Chelsea Leonard-Doozy, so they were able to get the team photo. But very well done from the Roosters. As we see here on the Harvey Norman replay, they came back in for a hit with Keely Joseph. She got a quick play the ball and then back out to this danger edge. Jessica Surgis, a strong ball runner, straight over the top. She had the footy in 2 hands, just as that winger stayed an option, but she was too close to the line.
I love the fact that we've got back rowers passing the ball here. We've talked about the Roosters passing game all night. It's just a simple pass like that to get the ball to your outside back. Makes a big difference. Gave Jessica Surgis some much needed room, and she's just too powerful from that close range. Her second try tonight. Who's this, Olivia Koenig, is it? Or is that Baxter, the fullback? Beautiful play.
Koenig,
yeah. Darren Lockyer.
Yeah, just slow off the mark there, the Broncos on the try line. You just felt that try was coming after the 40-30 field position. They nearly score. Matic knocks the ball down, and just that relentless pressure. And they've come out of the blocks at half-time. They've gone back to the way they started the first half. We see this is a big kick from out the sideline here for Kelleher.
And it's not a bad strike, but waved away.
From the Broncos bench,
Behind it. Come on.
The Roosters with back-to-back tries to open the second half. Going up in 4s so far, so just a 2 converted try lead now for the Roosters. Let's head into the Roosters coach's box. John Strange joins us. John must be happy with the start of the second half, particularly after conceding right on half-time.
Yeah, we've come out with a better attitude the second half. Look, we got on top early in the first half, and then we just invited the Broncos back in with just simple errors that we didn't need to make. We said at half-time, we just play our footy, control the ball, and the game will take care of itself. We also spoke about being relentless in this second half and not giving the Broncos anything.
You get another penalty here, so more attacking footy from your girls, Strangey. But what about the variety and the style of that you're playing? Are you happy with it? We've seen front rowers score, your fullback, outside backs. They just look dangerous across the park.
Yeah, look, our attack's set up for everyone to score, and we're all ball players as well, not just the halves. So we've got no issues with our attack, but at half-time definitely had issues with our mental resolve in D and inviting the Broncos back into the game.
John, appreciate your time, mate. Good luck, not only for tonight, but also for the season ahead.
Cheers, guys.
So captain's challenge here from the Broncos.
It's a nice attitude there from the coach, isn't it? You know, everyone can score a try, everyone's a playmaker, everyone can pass the ball. That's what they're doing tonight. We've got a challenge here, challenging a strip.
Having a few looks at this one.
Isabel Kelly loses possession of the ball. There is no intent to strip or force the ball out by the Broncos. Challenge unsuccessful.
Knock on.
Well, challenge successful. I think Ben Cummins just said the wrong word there, so challenge successful.
Yeah.
You've given Casey the night off in the bunker, Gus.
She should never get a night off. She should be there every night. She should set up residency.
I know, you've been saying this now for a few weeks.
Build a bedroom and an ensuite there and just leave her there. One look, Casey. That's all he needs, one look.
Go, one.
It was a vital captain's challenge for the Broncos.
Millie, release. Keely, all the way.
Brianna Eels playing the ball on the halfway line. Taylor Ferguson is out on the field in jersey number 14.
Well, they looked to be dominated in the first half, the Broncos, but they came back with 3 late tries. Still only 12 the difference. Anything can happen. Next score is vital.
Ferguson playing the ball. Haley Maddock, Romy Teitzel now. Teitzel hangs onto the ball and
this will help.
Mark's over here.
Inside the 10.
This will help.
The player taken out actually. So
Ali.
Just watch the great Brigginshaw here go to work.
You're on the mark. Hold 10.
They've got to get a score. They've got to get the Roosters looking in the rear vision mirror. Give them the message you're not going away.
Ferguson to Lenarduzzi. Chelsea Lenarduzzi. A metre away from the line. Ferguson goes to Gail Broughton. Dummied there to Tasman Gray. Kelleher doing really well along with Surgis on the dangerous Gail Broughton. An Olympic and Commonwealth Games gold medalist in rugby sevens. He's Gail Broughton. He's Jada Ferguson. Brigginshaw, Lenarduzzi gets to the line, gets over, but is held up.
Last tackle.
I have one more play.
Out,
yeah, I was going to say about Gail Broughton earlier. She is easily one of the most gifted female players I've ever seen play the game. Been mightily impressed with her. Her skill set is incredible. The way she moves, the way she passes, the quality of her work. She's one of the best I've ever seen.
Planning something out the back here. Brigginshaw.
Crosside's good.
Well, ends up putting a kick in for Julia Robinson. Taps it back or backwards to Romy Teitzel. Oh, there's a call of 6 more. Put the kick in. It holds up in goal.
No advantage.
But they're going to say a knock on here, Roosters, are they?
Knock on from Roosters.
Yes, knock on Roosters.
Yeah, well, that was fortunate. Still on the attack here. Yeah.
Good, thank you. Come here.
Gail Broughton. Alana, just give me her background again.
Rugby sevens, and she also played most of her rugby league at fullback, so she's transitioned into that number 6 jersey. But as you mentioned, Gus, a wonderful athlete. Bit of touch footy, bit of sevens, so she plays that numbers game. She knows where the opportunities are, but you just have a look at her timing and her skill set.
There's an example right there. Her passing is brilliant. Her movement, the way she moves. She's one of the more naturally gifted.
There's a biting accusation here.
From the winger, Jamie.
I heard in the microphone saying she bit her. Jamie Frezard is complaining of the bite.
I've got the initial penalty, but they're reviewing the incident again, okay?
So it's going to be reviewed here.
The initial penalty from me is for the working over by the winger.
So Jamie Frezard is the player, the Roosters winger, who put her arm around. This angle will show it. Ash Werner is on the ground. Let's have a look at the arm of Frezard and what happens here.
He's got the full action, Benny.
Is it something here that can be dealt with here, or will we...
Bring your winger out. Yeah, I got it.
Well, the bunker's seen enough. Ash Werner has been called out.
So the bunker's reviewed it. All right, the hand goes into the mouth and she clenches down on the hand. Okay, so she's off.
Sent off.
Ali,
Ash Werner sent from the field for biting.
She ends up there incidentally. Okay?
The bunker has seen it in a big moment. Brisbane down to 12.
Well, that's going to hurt the Broncos. It's a hard one because she had her arm over her mouth for an extended period of time.
Come on, just wait.
But I mean, that shot there speaks volumes, doesn't it? On debut for the Brisbane Broncos. and now they're down a player. So they're going to have to turn up for each other now, the Brisbane Broncos.
Hold there. Wait.
Massive talking point.
Well, it's a big moment. There's tackle one. Broncos are on the attack. 12 points behind. They lose possession, lose a player.
All the way.
It is the Roosters looking to capitalise.
What a run.
Millie Boyle.
On the mark. That's you on the mark.
What a run.
She just wanted to keep going too. Alana.
Meter reader.
Here's Taryn Aiken.
Well, they've just got to go to their right. There's no winger out there.
Look, there's a 3 on none out wide. They might not need to.
Last tackle, Romy out of there.
They've still got big numbers out to the right. Burton. The dummy half will just go on her own. And it'll be a turnover.
Opportunity blown, Gus.
Wait, Romy, wait.
They'll want that set back again because after that Millie Boyle run, they were on the front foot, they had momentum. And there were 3 tackles there where they had numbers on that edge. They will want that one back.
Yeah, well, I think the coach will be getting a note out to them about just how open it was out to the right-hand side there.
Uh-oh.
The winger missing.
Uh-oh. Julia Robinson has pulled up just before she got to the Roosters defenders. You don't like seeing that.
Taryn.
She's going to play the ball. Still out in the field.
Yeah, the Roosters trainers have gone straight out to the playmakers there and just had a quick yarn to them.
Chelsea Lenarduzzi.
On the right, take it, hold. Go, 4. Maya, 2 deep.
So that's from inside the 40, looking for a 40-30. The ball is going to be picked off though. Now, Alana made mention of Gail Broughton going from playing a lot of fullback to number 6. We're also going to see another player that we're used to seeing in the number 1 jersey play 5'8" tomorrow. And you can see down the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, the Sharks up against the Raiders tomorrow afternoon. You'll see that game live and free on 9. And Emma Tonegado will be playing 5'8" for the Sharks, a new role for the Jillaroo star.
Yeah, she's really looking forward to being in the front line of defence. She loves defence, Emma Tonegado. That makes room for the young gun Jada Taylor to play fullback for the Cronulla Sharks. They've got a lot of talent within that side.
Jada Taylor's the young girl who scored the 110-metre try, wasn't it?
That's right. On the under-19s.
Last year in the under-19s.
It's 10 million views on YouTube.
It went viral. I watched their trial game, the Sharks, and Jada Taylor, very, very impressive.
I think as far as viral videos are concerned in rugby league, is Julia Robinson coming from the field, succumbing to injury. Marley will be all over that. We'll get a report very soon. Well, the viral videos in the game. The Jada Taylor try right up there, but fast catching that try is Paul Vorton's interview with Wayne Bennett last week. Here goes Tasman Gray. Great offload, Chelsea Lenarduzzi to her back rower. How good was that? That was just fatty. At his absolute best. Can confirm Paul is watching from home tonight, and Nathan Cleary isn't playing in this game. You're the best, Pat.
Wait there, Shorten.
Now, unwanted bit of history for Ash Werner, who was sent from the field, the first send-off in NRLW history tonight for Ash Werner on debut.
Tasman, clear it all the way, Mariah.
Down to you, Lockie.
Yeah, well, because Ash Werner's off, they've had a bit of a reshuffle. You've got Malay Funga on the right side now, and Sizolka's gone over to the left wing. But if we look at the metres gained there, again, Millie Boyle, and I think that's the risk is when you're playing against 12, you look for opportunity, you see space, you want to throw the ball around. You've got to knock the front door down first still.
That's a brilliant pick. Oh, one-on-one steal from Surgis. Gets a pass away. That's off the legs there of Frezard. This will be a try. A try to the Roosters.
We'll have a look. Jessica Surgis with the commitment
Video
here.
review. I'm coming up to tackle 1. I've got no try. Backwards of Broncos initially. Just confirm that there's a knock on by the Roosters before grounding it.
So maybe a little bobble and trying to get the ball to the ground in the in goal. Jessica Surgis is onside. Just watch her commitment here. She comes down on
Kick
Maddie.
chase is fine.
Bang, gets the big bear hug, gets a grip on the ball, pulls it away. She's stumbling, can't get to her feet, she stumbles again. The try line's just there. I can't get there. She throws the ball up, it's knocked down by a Bronco. Now all she's got to do is ground the ball.
Isabel Kelly Jess Surgis strips the ball and then passes backwards. Ball is then knocked back by the Broncos. We're playing on to this point.
That's a matter of looking at the put down.
Jamie Frezard. She's got a grip there. Oh, I think that's okay. I think that's okay. I think she's got
Then
a grip.
Jane Fressard loses possession of the ball towards the opponent's goal line. We have a decision.
Really? I think you're splitting hairs there. Unlucky.
And knock on in goal, so it's a 7 tackle set here for Brisbane from the 20-metre line. Denied twice now by the bunker.
Middle, Destiny. Wait. Go.
Might have swiveled in her hands, but I don't think she ever lost it. She's got her hands back on it. Anyway, neither here nor there, I guess.
Robbie Teitzel.
Broncos still in it. Only 12 the difference.
10.5 minutes remaining. That's a good tackle from Keely Davis. Maya Hill-Moana coming in to finish off Mariah Denman. Brisbane halfway through this set go into Roosters territory through Brianna Eales. Brigginshaw. What can she conjure up? Isabel Kelly doing well. Jolie Morris there as well. Now Hayley Maddock. Lovely ball to Hurfunga. Beats 1, beats 2, beats 3.
She's a weapon.
Last play, Brisbane. Brigginshaw. Kicks, and we'll want that kick back. Corbin Baxter was there, and it's a 7 tackle set now for the Roosters.
Well, they've done very well all game, the Roosters, to earn that territory, to get the metres, so to have 7 tackles. You're right, Salty. She'll want that one back.
Marley, you got breaking news for us?
Yeah, news out of the Broncos camp. Unfortunate for Julia Robertson. She came off with a hamstring injury, and after being assessed by the doctor, she will not be returning this game.
Well, Brisbane, in their next game, they have 2 different wingers. Ash Werner set from the field. Face a charge. And now Julia Robinson out, and here's Morris for the Roosters. Aiken goes to, well, Parker was in the middle. Kernick there as well. Gail Broughton making the tackle. Bridie Parker playing the ball to Olivia Kernick. Here's Kelleher with a kick, and it's well taken there by Lauren Dam.
They did well then, the Broncos, defensively. because the Roosters, they've got one extra player on the field and they're throwing plenty at them. A lot of ball movement. What a run.
Oh, look at this run.
What a run.
Funga.
Again, another one, Salty. But defensively, they stepped up. They just got to get out of here.
They've been very brave, the Broncos, all night really, because they've been outclassed in a number of areas, but they keep hanging in there. Now they're down to 12.
Held! Release! Lock in!
Robbie Teitzel playing it. Denman goes short.
Held! Last tackle!
Last play here for Brisbane. Nuasala playing it. Broughton from inside to the 40. That's well trapped there by Baxter.
Brianna, let up and lock in. Here, all the way, Netta. Square on the left. Hold. Go, one.
Corbin Baxter has shifted out to the left wing, and Bridie Parker looks like she's playing a bit of fullback at the moment for the Roosters. We just saw a shot of Julia Robinson on the bench for Brisbane.
Good to see Bridie Parker back as well. She was out with that ACL injury, been working really hard. She's a true professional, Bridie Parker. She loves playing at fullback too, so... Again, that's the Roosters. They've got that depth. They've got the ability to shuffle round.
Held! Tasman, release! Fair out, Destiny.
Joseph playing it. There's a mistake. So Brisbane's still alive here. 6.5 minutes remaining. So much going against them, but 2 tries is the margin. There's some strong defence.
Lock in. Square, Keely. Hold. Go. One.
The NRLW season is back bigger and better this year with 4 new teams joining the ranks. There is bragging rights up for grabs every weekend. Head to NRL.com/tickets to secure your seats today. NRL Women's Telstra Premiership. Real power, unreal passion. Chelsea Lenarduzzi.
It's been a great start to the competition, the games today and this one tonight. They're class sides, these two teams. Very, very impressed with the Roosters and impressed by the grit of this Broncos side that just won't go away.
Foul play, not quick.
They're down to 12, but they just refuse to give up here. If they could just somehow jag a try and a goal, put themselves within striking distance, you never know.
Funga with the tap after Taryn Aiken's high shot. Chelsea Lenarduzzi.
Keely, release! On the mark! On the mark! Can't do that.
Lenarduzzi playing it. Destiny Brill goes to Ellie Brigginshaw. Gail Broughton now. Hayley Maddox short to Gray. Tasman Gray with a first half double.
She's still got it. Go, 2.
Maddox, Broughton, Denman. Mariah Denman. Been busy all night. No way through there. Keely Davis with the tackle. Brigginshaw. Robbie Teitzel. Great tackle. Isabel Kelly on Robbie Teitzel. 2 representative players there. Here's Denman. Equally, another good tackle from Myhill Moana and Millie Boyle there as well. Last play. Kicking in goal area from Broughton. The Roosters do clean it up through Jess Surgis. Only just. Dropout coming.
Well, they need to score in this set. 35 minutes each way in the NRLW, so we're getting close to full time here. Only 4 minutes left in the contest. They'll need to score here, convert, to give themselves a chance.
Nice little kick from Gail Broughton. Gus, what have you made of the kicking game?
The kicking game is one of the big improvements in the game. Goal kicking, we've seen a 40-30 tonight. Some nice little kicks towards the end goal. It's one of the big improvements. And obviously comes with more time to train and practice. Oh dear. Well, we'll put that down to fatigue.
Knock on there.
Fatigue.
Where do you want it?
Fatigue, a little bit of defensive pressure. I've been really impressed with the Roosters' defence tonight. Their line speed, getting numbers in tackles.
They're a wonderfully athletic side, the Roosters. Said it right at the start of the game when I watched them warm up. They're all big, tall girls, very athletic, look very fit.
What a great game of rugby league. I've had quite a few messages from mates about how good this game is, but to be in prime time, Gus, one of my favourite footballers of all time, Kelly Smith, just sent me a message. Watching these girls now, these women play, how many dreams they're creating for kids at home. We've seen a great crowd turn up, but just what a wonderful spectacle that we can all appreciate.
It's aspirational and it's inspirational. That's what it's all about. Inspiring young girls to want to be a part of this game and know that there's a pathway there for them. So many young girls in the crowds and families here tonight.
This has been fantastic tonight. Tomorrow afternoon's going to be great as well. Parramatta up against the West Tigers. Sharks up against the Raiders in NRLW. And then it is Sharks v Manly in the NRL tomorrow. Big afternoon of Sunday footy tomorrow. Here's Aiken. Now Kelly. Back to Taryn Aiken. Would love a try against her former club, and she won't get it, but it's play on here for the Roosters after it was knocked down by a Bronco, and the Roosters are able to score a try. That's Jolie Morris with the 4-pointer for the Roosters.
Yeah, that'll seal it. And again, on the back of some great ball movement, tremendous evasion and footwork, support play. What's this from the Roosters? Harvey Norman replay. Plenty of shape there. They get the ball to the edge. Isabel Kelly gets it back on the inside. She's a talent, this girl, isn't she? Young Taryn Aiken. Even though it takes a deflection off the Bronco, it was there to be had. They're all pushing up in support. Excellent performance by the Roosters here tonight. And I'm not sure about the respective power in each of these 10 NRLW teams. It'll be hard to see a roster any better than what the Roosters have boasted here tonight.
And Gus, it's not just the household names, the stars. It's players like Jolie Morris, Atessa Poulet.
Yeah, some young girls coming into the game. We're attracting girls from other sports, from other codes, and girls are transitioning out of touch and tag football into this game. And with the other development pathways we have in New South Wales and Queensland in those competitions, they're getting more and more opportunity. And it is, like Alana was just saying, it's inspirational. It's the fastest growing sport in Australia. Women's rugby league is the fastest growing participation sport in the country. And it's because these girls are now on prime time and they've got representative series. It's wonderful.
And Kelleher converts for the Roosters. Now tomorrow, a huge Sunday coming up on your home of rugby league. The NRLW continues with 3 of the 4 newest teams begin their inaugural seasons. From 12 o'clock, the Tigers go up against the Eels, followed by the Sharks. They are taking on the Raiders. Then from 3:30, Chemist Warehouse Sunday footy. It's the Battle of the Beaches. The Sharks taking on the Seagulls.
Come on.
Now the Roosters with a minute and a bit to go, lead 36-18. Their men's team won 36-18 today. So if there's no more score, both the NRLW team and the NRL team will win 36-18. David Middleton going through the record books. I don't think that's ever happened before.
They're heading to the Bermuda Triangle tomorrow afternoon, Gus.
Yeah, I know.
That's where strange things can happen.
Anything can happen there, the Bermuda Triangle. Shark versus
Well after
Seagull.
the held. Play on.
Quick tap.
30 seconds left. The Roosters looking to put an exclamation mark on this game. What a performance it's been from them. Maya Hill Moana. Terrific front rower for the Roosters. Here's a terrific back row. Olivia Koenig pops a pass. Surges Jess Surges is stopped. Oh, Maddock doing well.
Great try save there.
And that is full time.
You back because he pushed her off and you've gained an advantage. The siren goes.
So siren has sounded, and that is full time.
Time up there, NRL.
The Roosters, a real statement in the opening round of NRLW, have defeated the Brisbane Broncos. A commanding performance from the Roosters. They've defeated Brisbane 36 points to 18.